Welcome to my hip mobility routine. This is a follow along. So we're going to start with one leg out in front. We're going to drive over that front foot, keeping that foot flat on the floor. We're going to get a really good stretch up the front of our hip flexors on this back leg. If you're not feeling a stretch there, tilt your pelvis under to really intensify the stretch through there. Now, to make it even harder, we're going to lift up our arm and then we're going to reach over towards the front leg to really exaggerate that stretch up the front of that back leg. Nice. Coming back into the middle. We're going to bring our hands down to the floor. We're going to tuck our back toe, straighten our back legs. We're sitting nice and deep into our hips. Now, taking the hand that's closest to your front foot, we're going to pop that hand on the inside of your knee. Now, keeping your foot flat on the floor, we're going to pry our knee open. So we're going to drive it out, relax. We're going to go 10 times. Out, and push, and push. Driving out, getting it nice and open, keeping that foot flat on the floor. Push, and push. We've got two more. Driving out and out. Good. Okay. Hands down to the floor. Staying in this position. So the hand that was just driving your knee, we're going to take that off the floor. We're going to reach up towards the ceiling. Take our hand towards and coming through. Reaching up to the ceiling and reaching behind your other arm. Reaching up, so we're looking up to your hand as well. So we're taking our neck with you. Reaching behind, we've got two more. Reaching up and through. Reaching up and through. Hands down to the floor. We're going to drop your back knee. Now, keeping your front leg in front, we're going to move backwards, leaving that leg where it is, stretching out into a hamstring stretch. We're just going to hold this here. This isn't doing anything for you. Just going to grab that front foot, lean yourself over. So it's going to really stretch all the way up the back of your legs. Now, leaving your leg where it is, we're going to pivot so that your leg comes out to the side. So your foot is going to turn, it's going to be facing forward, your leg is going to be straight, and we're going to rock back 10 times. So we're really opening up your hips now to the side, releasing through your adduct muscles, which are the ones that run up the inside of your leg, because these can get quite tight, and those tight muscles can pull on your hips. Let's get everything nice and loose here. And sit back. And back. And we've got two more of these. Good. And one more. All the way back. And we're going to bring that leg in. Whew, okay. Other side. So other leg coming out in front. Drive forward first of all with that tuck on your pelvis. So we really feel the stretch up the front of that back leg, right into your hip flexors there. Now, to make it harder, we're going to reach up your arm and reach over towards the side of your front leg. Ooh. Feel that stretch there. Perfect. Coming back up. Hands come all the way down to the floor, so we start to sink deeper. We're going to tuck your back toe, straighten up. Now, taking your hand that's closest to your knee of the front leg, we're going to pop that on the inside. We're going to pry it open 10 times. Keeping your foot flat, so we're going to push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring your hands down. Good. Now we're going to add our rotations. So with that same hand that's closest to your foot, we're going to bring it up towards the ceiling, look up towards your hand, bring that same arm down behind your other elbow, getting a nice twist. So really sinking deep into your hips, pushing into your glutes, and reach through. Two more. Reach, come through. Last one here. And reach through. Hands to the floor. Dropping your back knee. You're going to scoop back into our hamstring stretch. Again, if you're pretty flexible, reach for your foot, hinge over. Really get that nice stretch up the back of your leg. Okay. Now pivoting to the side, so keeping that leg where it is. We're going to pivot, so our foot is facing forward and our leg is completely straight, and we're going to rock back 10 times. So taking it nice and easy if you're feeling tight. We are stretching here, so it might feel a little bit uncomfortable, but we want to decipher between discomfort and pain. You don't want to feel like something is about to snap, so just take it nice and easy. Okay, nearly there, 3 more. In, sitting back, and up, last one. And up, and bring that leg in. Now we're going to set up for our hip controlled articulated rotations from an all four position. So coming into all fours, getting nice and stable. You want to really isolate your hip joint moving here. So keeping your tummy nice and tight, we're going to take your knee out to the side. We're then going to bring that same knee around to the back. And then we're going to bring your knees together. Then we're going to reverse the movement. So send your knee backwards, up and over the gate, and bring your back in. Okay, 5 of these on this same side. So out to the side, rotate your knee to the back, join your knees together, send your heel backwards, up and over to the side with your knee, and come in. Now we're trying not to arch your back too much. You want to keep this movement isolated to your hips, moving the joint internally and externally. Up to the side, going back and in. You might feel your glutes switch on, and that is okay. A little bit of glute activation never hurt anybody. Good. Last one on this side, and in and reverse, up and over to the side, and come in. Okay, sitting back. I'm going to switch sides. I'm going to change angle, but you don't need to. Okay, so coming out to the side, keeping that knee nice and high as we rotate to the back, joining your knees together. Going backwards, bringing your knee up and over to the side, bringing them back in. Same leg, so out to the side, rotating your knee around, bringing it in, and reverse, out to the side, joining them together. Same leg, out to the side, all the way around to the back. Joining in, sending your leg backwards, up and over, and in. Okay, we're nearly there, we've got 2 more. Out to the side, all the way around to the back. Joining together, going backwards, up and over, and in. This is the hard part for me, the bit out to the side, around to the back, and in, back, up and over, and in. Nice. Okay, we're going to get into our 90-90. So we're taking our legs internally and externally, rotating the hips. So bringing your knees in, taking your feet out to the side, we're going to drop over so that both knees are off to one side, and we're creating 2 90-degree angles. We're going to switch from this side into the middle and off over to the other side. We're going to do this 10 times. If that's quite tricky, keep your hands on the floor. If not, we can bring your hands up and off the floor. So it's just your hips that are doing the work. So that's 5, 6, keeping up nice and tall, and 8. 1 more on each side. Down. Now we're going to hold this position here. We're going to turn towards our front leg. You're going to put your hand on your knee and hand on your foot, and we're going to hinge forward so you feel a stretch up the back of your leg. We're going to hold that there. So really challenge that position, breathing naturally. If you're not feeling anything, lift your chest and lean forward even more. Holding this for 30 seconds. Keep on breathing. Good. Now we're just going to pull up out of that position slightly. Now, we're going to go through a routine now. Oh, I'm cramping. Okay, lifting up, one hand staying on your knee and the other on your foot. You're going to drive your knee down into the floor for 5 seconds, and then you're going to drive your knee up into your hand for 5 seconds. So your knee isn't going to move much, but it's the intention. So imagine what's happening at your hip joint. So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. So we're going to drive your knee down into the floor. So imagine that we're trying to lift up your foot, but it's not going anywhere. And change. Knee drives up into your hand. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Lean forward a little bit more. We're going to do that again. So 5 seconds really driving your knee down, and let's go. So push your knee into the floor as hard as you can, and now lift your knee into your hand, but don't let it go anywhere. And 3, 2, 1, release. Okay, we're going to lean forward again, increase that range of motion. We're going to do it one more time, so really driving your knee down. Let's go. So push, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse, drive your knee up into your hand, push your hand. 5, 4, and 3, 2, 1. Relax down. Whew. Okay. Now this one can get a bit crampy. So sitting more upright, we're going to work on our back leg now. So we're going to lift our back heel while keeping our knee down to the ground. If you cramp, that's completely normal, but keep trying, because the more we do it, the stronger we're going to get. So we're going to lift up for 10. So here we go. We're going to lift and release. Lift and release. I'm putting my finger there because I'm cramping. Lift and release. Lift and release. We're really working those internal hip flexors. Lift and release. 5 more. Lift and release. Whew. Lift and release. Lift and release. This is the nasty stuff. 2 more. Lift and release. Last one. Lift and release. Whew. Sorry, not sorry. Now, staying with that back leg, we're now going to open it externally. So we're going to drive our arm up. We're going to rotate our body and open our knee out and back across. So driving your knee up, you'll squeeze your butt as you do so, but we're driving from the hip, so opening out and across. Good. And reach. Good. This stuff ain't nice, but it's effective. Okay, nearly there. 7, and twist. And open, and in. We've got 2 more. Drive your knee out, and in. Last one. Out, and in. Woo, okay. Take a moment. Shake your legs out, because we're going to do all of that nasty stuff on the other side. So bringing your knees in, open, and then we're dropping over to the other side. Okay, so first of all, we're going into our stretch. We're going to find our point of stretch, and we're going to hold that there for 30 seconds. So breathing naturally, really challenging that stretch. You might feel it up your butt, in your hamstring, you may even feel it up into your back. Just nice and relaxed. Now we're going to go through our movement again, where we're driving our knee down into the floor, really externally rotating our hips. And then we're going to change that. So we're going to drive our knee up into our hand, but we're not going to let it go anywhere. So we're going to really start to strengthen those tissues as we try to externally and internally rotate our hips. So Coming up to get ready. So hand on your knee, hand on your foot. We're gonna breathe in, and we're gonna start by pushing our knee down into the floor for 5 seconds. Let's go. So push. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse, drive your hand up into your knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's see if we can move a little bit more over. Okay, so we're going to drive your knee down into floor. Ready? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now drive your knee up into your hand. Don't let it go anywhere though. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Lean forward one more time. Okay, here we go. Ready to drive your knee into the floor? Go. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive your knee up into your hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. And we'll just sink a bit over. Woo! Okay. Coming up, we know what's next. We're going to keep this back knee glued to the floor, and we're going to lift that back heel. We're going to go for 10 reps. So here we go. So lift, down, lift, and lift, and lift. Ooh, I can feel a cramp coming on. Lift, and lift, lift, and lift. 2 more. Up, and up, and release. Woo! Okay, well done, we're nearly there. So we're going to lift our front arm, and we're going to open up our back leg. So we're going to lift our knee up, drive it out, and open as we rotate our body. So we're really squeezing our butts here and around. So twist and open, and in, and open, and in. So we're really fighting to keep that front leg down as well. We don't want it to lift and join us. We're trying to open our hips. And open. Okay, nearly there. Reach. I've lost count. So we're going to do what PTs do, and we're just going to add 2 more. Open and in. Last one. And in. Woo! There we go. So that's our hip mobility routine. Keep up with that. We're going to have nice loosey-goosey hips.